Hello, it's gonna look up Vancouver time, 3:09 p.m., February 19, 2021. Customer said that this computer was brought to Apple and they said that the power button is not working, meaning that the rest of the keyboard is working. Okay, so I was gonna just replace the keyboard or the whole top case with the keyboard for him. But you know, it sounds a bit weird because usually the power button doesn't die on its own. It doesn't get used very often. I mean, you turn the computer once or a few times a day. That's not a lot. Other keys get used even more. So I didn't think any of it, but then I saw when I opened it up that there's a bit of something in the underneath the speaker grill here, and I can even see some white stuff under the keycaps. So I got to thinking that, hey, maybe there's some water damage here. And I think so. Look at this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You see this? What do you see right there? Okay, I'll point it out. Right here in this area. Okay. There's whatever was spilled on it. Some deposit, and then right here underneath this keycap, all that white stuff. You see that? Okay. So it's not a simple thing as just changing out the keyboard, because without even opening up the computer. Anyways, here's the computer. Here's his computer. He'll recognize it. Here's the serial number, a1708 EMC2978. This on a working computer. Well, I can show you on a working computer. Oh, actually, it does sound like it's kind of working because I heard the chime. I heard the little. But then this is not a good sign. It goes down to 5 volt. That's not a good sign. The computer is dead. It should be 20 volt. Okay, and then on the other port, it's 19.9 volt, and the voltage, the amperage is okay, but then it goes down to 0, and then goes down to 5 volt. 5 volt and 0 amp. That's not good. This is a dead computer. So he was saying that if the battery is drained completely and then you connect the power adapter, it'll turn on. Yeah, I can kind of believe that because it's the same thing as saying you disconnect the battery and then you plug it in, it'll turn on if it's still a working computer. Oh yeah, I can see the screen flicker a little bit. But this is not working. This is not working. And I can just, actually this side, I'll be back. I got a customer. Okay, I'm back. All right, let me see. So, um, yes, it's gonna be a much more expensive repair than he thought, or he won't get it repaired at all, and there'll be no money. Yeah, let me, oh, yeah, put something on so it doesn't get the backside dirty. Okay, so. Okay. Oh, okay. Actually, I don't see any water damage, so maybe it's okay. But it actually looks clean, so I'm a little confused. Uh, it doesn't look like it's water damaged. So, okay, it's not water damaged, and okay, so he was saying that when the battery is run down, it'll turn on. So let's try that. We'll disconnect the battery. Here's the battery connector. Okay. But this doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense because actually it should at least be charging the battery at 20 volt, and if the battery's really low, it'll draw about 3-4 amps. And then once the battery gets full, it'll draw less amp. You know, it gets down to 1 amp and then 0.5 amps when it's close to being full and less than that. So there's an issue with this computer. It's not, but I'll just remove it, and because with the battery connected, sometimes it's the readings could be misleading. We just want to know whether the computer still works. And okay. Huh. Okay, there we go. This connector is worn out. I can feel it's worn out. Yeah, nothing. 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 Okay, there we go. It's yeah, it goes up and then it dies. It could still be a keyboard problem, like he was saying. Yeah, so if something was spilled on the keyboard, but it didn't go through to the logic board, then I suppose, say, like if the power button, Okay, so battery's off. It's not turning on. This is I could take my meter off and see if the fan will spin. No fan spin. No fan spin. This is not a good sign. But we can still disconnect the keyboard and hopefully that will help. But here, let's turn it upside down and see. Okay. 19, 20, and it's drawing. So it is turning on one port. This port works. Uh, and yeah, it looks like we should see something on the screen here. Oh no, now it's gone down to 0. What happened? Okay. It goes up to 20, yeah, and it's drawing current. So it looks like it's a good sign. It's drawing 600 milliamps, almost 650. So, yeah, and I hear the chime. Yeah, and the screen is on, so it's turning on. So it is working. But, okay, it's working. Yeah. I'll just turn it off. Okay. Was it just that one I was testing? Okay. Yep, that's working. Yep, that's working. I hear the boing, boing. So if we flip it upside down, why doesn't it work when we flip it upside down? Well, I guess that doesn't matter too much. Maybe, oh, it's just a loose connection. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. Why doesn't like to be? Yeah, it doesn't like to be. Yeah, the fan spin, and it works. Okay. Okay. So, uh, okay. Yeah, you see fan spinning, and then it stopped. No. So, still hard to understand what's going on here. Let's see if it will charge the battery. Because I don't want to be changing out the keyboard if there are other problems as well. Do all that work and to find out there's something else wrong, and then the customer doesn't agree to it. Apple, they don't do a very good job of diagnosing. I know they don't. They do it very quickly. You know, if something goes wrong and they don't really pinpoint the exact problem. So, okay. So, battery's connected. We should see it go to at least 1.5 amp to charge, you know. 600 to start with is a working board, and then it'll drop to 5 and 4 or something, but okay, it's turning on. And then it goes down to 5 volt. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. Yep. And then the arrow's going the other way. Arrow should be going into the computer, meaning the current is going into the computer. Something's going on here. Yeah. Yeah, I hear the boing. It was at 600, 800, and then it's gone down to 0 amp, and now the voltage has dropped down to 5 volt, and the arrows switched to the other direction. So this is not a good sign. Something's wrong with the battery circuit. So before I even go further, do I need to go further? Probably not. This is I don't even want the need to take out the board. It doesn't show any corrosion, but let's look under the microscope. So it looks very clean. Yeah, it looks very clean. Yeah. Yep. Very clean. Yeah. Okay. So I'll try something else. So disconnect the battery. Battery's disconnected. Okay. Well, that's just the data cable, but here, now it's really disconnected. And then we'll disconnect the keyboard. I'm not sure which one's the keyboard, which one's the fan, so I'll disconnect both connectors here. Okay. So both connectors are out. And then connect up the battery. This is just to see whether the keyboard has anything to do with it, but I don't think so. If it was a keyboard issue only, then the computer would still work even with the battery connected. It should still work. Okay, so battery and keyboard and fan are disconnected. Battery's hooked up again. Okay, let's see what it says on the meter. Yeah, 600. 630. Still at 20 volt. So it's actually and now it goes down to 0. It just went down to 0. I saw the screen flicker a little bit, and now it's 5 volt and 0. No, 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 no. This is a battery circuit issue. Okay. Try the other port, 19.9 volts. It was at 600 something. I heard the boing. It flickered a little bit on the screen, and now it's gone down. So yeah, this is I don't know about the keyboard, but definitely the battery circuit is something going on with that. So I think I'll end it here, call the customer, and I'll call the customer right now. I'll call the customer right now. I'll call the customer. Case. Texting him right now. Okay. Just texted him. Then give him a minute and I'll give him a call. Wow, I've spent 25 minutes diagnosing this. It's time I won't be paid for. Okay, no problem. Yeah, this is important to do something like this and to record it because you don't want to get right into a repair and find out there are other problems which the customer wasn't aware of. And even Apple, they never said anything about a circuit board issue, a battery circuit issue. All they said was, well, what he said told me and what he got from Apple was that the power button, his exact words to me over the phone was that the power button wasn't working. So obviously right away I assumed that, okay, everything else is working. And okay, but it's a strange situation for just the power button to not stop working. I see sometimes that happens, but usually it's with the liquid damage case where the power button stops working and only the power button and everything else works on the keyboard. So yeah, I'll give him a call now. Wow, I was kind of putting this job off, and maybe it's rightfully so. Because yeah, it's, how come I can't make a call? Bad reception. I don't, okay, there we go. Okay, nobody's answering. Let me see, call detail. This thing doesn't have a call history. I have an idea. Since he was saying that the power button doesn't work, we can test that. We can definitely test it for sure. But the battery circuit is a problem. Okay, so disconnect the battery data cable, remove the battery screw. Okay, now we're gonna connect the charger and see, and press the power button and see if we can turn the computer off. If we can, then the power button works. And Apple was wrong in the diagnosis. They usually are. They will tell you something's broken when it's not, just so they can sell you a new computer. For sure. Okay, so it's drawing current and it's working. Screen should turn on any moment now. Yep, heard the boing. Yep, there we go. Okay. So I actually could test his computer, but I probably don't want to. I'm closing in on 30 minutes and I will not be getting paid for any of this, so he can test it on his own, but I won't. It's working. The computer does work. Somewhat. Mouse is working. Usually, well, with other computers, I'm not sure about this model, but without the battery connected, it will be running slightly slower. Okay, so it's in this page. Sometimes that happens when you power down. You don't go through the
To use English as the main language,
proper
press the
sequence.
return.
Oh, or maybe he reset his system. Yeah, maybe he reset his system. So I'm holding down the power button. Does it turn it off? No, it doesn't. So the power button doesn't work. Which is what he told me. The power button doesn't work. Yeah, that's right. Let's see if we can click.
To use Australian English as the to use Indian English.
Pour utiliser le français.
To use English as the main language, press the return.
Yeah, the power button doesn't work. That's true. The power button doesn't work. Yes. But Yeah, then I'm guessing it's mostly the power button, but sometimes that could also be, if there's no response from the power button, it could be related to the circuit board. It could be an issue on the circuit board. But in this case, most likely not, because if it turns on, then yeah, then the circuit for the power button, power on off, is okay, but just the power button is not. Okay, so that's right. Yeah. System preferences. Do I need to go further with this? Oh, here. Keyboard. I can't believe I can see. Let me see. Show keyboard. Will it show up here? No, only when you enter the the operating system. About this Mac. Oh, wait, I see the keyboard. Oh no, that's just the menu for the keyboard. That's just the menu. That's oh yeah, look at that. None of the keys work. Or maybe it's just this menu doesn't respond to key inputs because we're not really in the operating system. But maybe I can go to another menu where I can input, like, no, can't input anything. So I don't know the keys even. Okay. Yeah. Done here. There's nothing to do. Nothing to do in this case. Shut down and call it a day. It just got back to me saying, do I have an idea of how to fix it? The battery circuit. Okay, I'll turn this off. You know what's funny? It's not even responding to press shut down, and it doesn't shut down. Yeah, it doesn't shut down. I'm telling it to shut down, but it doesn't shut down. Shut down. Nothing. Nothing. And honestly, the power button is not working. So the only way I can shut down is unplug the, yeah. Okay. What should I tell him? Let me see. Yeah, replacement boards are expensive. 500, 400. Okay, I saw some boards for 500 plus import and shipping. We're looking at 550. This one. This one, 500 plus 20 bucks shipping plus import. This one. Let's see what the import fee is. 30 bucks, $33 in import. So that was 520, 550. 550 for just the board alone. So okay, so let's put this one on hold. I'm just curious. Okay, so what would happen if I just put the battery screw back in, but leave the data connector out? I know from experience that it sends very little voltage out. There's about 13 volts from the battery, but without this cable, it only sends out about 2 volts. So let's see if it works. I think that's the owner right now calling me. Hello? Matthew, is it? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Yes, hi. Okay.
What's strange is that like I opened it up at the Mac store,
Yeah.
and also it will power on when I let it run out of battery.
Okay. It is okay. It is powering on. I made a video. I can upload it to YouTube for you to watch. But Apple, yeah, Apple, they don't do a very thorough diagnostic. It's not the whole logic board because it is still working. I can see it powering on and it goes to the menu. So it's not the whole logic board. It's the battery circuit, as I mentioned in the text. The battery is causing an issue with it powering on. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand it's an old computer, yeah. And that, okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, I'll put, oh, are you coming today, right now? Or, oh yeah, yeah, that's cool. Tomorrow, what time?
Close by.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Maybe you can, okay, morning, maybe noonish or later. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Bye. Okay. Thank God. I wasn't really looking forward to this repair job. Just too many things that could cause a headache for me. So, oh, well, no wonder it wasn't. Am I still recording? I don't have the keyboard connected. Jeez, I forgot about that. So let's try it again. Let's try. Okay. Okay. Looks like they're missing a little tab. Yeah, this thing's missing a locking tab. Clearly missing a locking tab. And maybe that's why his keyboard wasn't working. Did I cause that? I don't think so. But maybe I'll get the blame for it. I'll just put on a locking tab for him. Ay, ay, ay. Don't worry, I got it. You see, this is like all this work for nothing. I'm not getting paid for it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. Not a big deal. Okay, so just take the tab from this. Now take the microscope. Which one was that one was missing? Okay, and it's just missing this thing. So yeah, somehow it came out. How could it come out? How does it come out? It's not something that comes out easily. I mean, I'm trying to forcefully pull it out and won't come out. So how did he lose that is my question. How, I can't just by accident have made it come out. I can't even pull it out trying. So yeah, it's missing that. Okay, that's not for me. Okay, I'll show you. I'm gonna put his computer under the microscope, right? Because you didn't see it earlier. You see that? It's clearly missing the, you know what? Look at this. Look at this. It's missing that tab. And do you see what's remaining here? That's some of the plastic that's left behind right here. So whoever was messing with this didn't have any experience with it and didn't know how to pull it out correctly or just lift the tab. Look at this. Look at this. This is actually part of the tab left behind. Okay? And if you say that if you're gonna blame it on me, fuck. This is like the easiest thing to, you just flip it up and it opens. Just like this one. So like a monkey could do it. It's a simple thing. So I don't know how anybody could mess this up. It's clearly broken. And some of it is still left behind. So I can't even take out. Yeah, you can't take it out. You can't, it can't be pulled out by accident is what I'm trying to say. And maybe that's why his keyboard is not working. Look at this. This won't go in all the way. You see that? It cannot go in all the way because the plastic is still, some of the plastic is still left in there. Case solved. Next. But okay, so that is probably why his keyboard is not working. Okay, we've solved that. But he still has a problem with the battery circuit. Okay, there. Done. Okay, so I don't need to mess with that. That was something that was pre-existing. Okay, just leave it. And then you just push down the tab. It's a very simple thing. You can't mess it up. I don't know how that could happen, that the tab could be ripped out like that, which is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, I don't need to spend any more time with this thing. This is not, I'm not making any money from it. So. Oh, what a waste. Oh my God, 50 minutes of my life. My work life. Diagnosing this. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. See, this is a case where you really don't want to take on the job because it could turn out to be a very expensive repair and the customer's not going to agree to it. Say if it was just one problem, say it was only the logic board or only the keyboard, or right away from the diagnosis that it's both things and right away at once, then you can agree on the price. Here he came and told me that it's the power button is not working, and then I find out it's something else more. And I end up wasting 50 minutes basically doing a proper diagnosis for it. Okay. Plastic cover. Not really that necessary, but whatever. Time waster. One hour. Okay, over. Game over. So let's watch this again one more time. 19 volts, 600 milliamps, 19 volts, 680. Or, oh, it's turning on. And then goes to 0 amp. I heard the boing, and then it goes to 5 volts. So that's the pattern, okay? Yeah, there's something wrong with the circuit board. We don't need to deal with this anymore.